Hey guys, what's up? I've got some more food prep tips for you that I'm just going to go over in this quick video. This is one that I do most weeks. I won't say every week. I'll say most weeks we end up doing this because it's really simple. There's minimal ingredients. It's quite healthy and tasty and it's adaptable. So here's what I mean. What we're going to do is we're going to take 500 grams of chicken mince. I'm going to mix that with one of two options. You can get you get these at Woolies for about $1. This is taco spice mix. Other times I'll do a chili spice mix. You can do one of the two. So we got chicken, we got a spice mix of your choice. We're going to chuck in a can of 4-bean mix. Sometimes I use cannellini beans. Other times I use kidney beans. Just put some can of beans in that you like. I've got 1 red capsicum and I've got a red onion as well. Here's what we're going to do with it. Okay, first things first, we're going to take our red capsicum, our red onion. We're going to get a chopping board and a large sharp knife. We're going to click our fingers together and dice that up. How easy was that? Okay, we've got an electric fry pan that's been heating up in the background on kind of a medium heat. I've got some extra virgin olive oil here. We're going to do a small drizzle of that into the pan. We won't go overboard, that's enough. Olive oil is obviously a really good source of healthy fat, and it's a good oil to cook with. In there, we're going to chuck our chicken mince. And you're going to wait. So in goes our chicken mince. Just start mashing that up. Like I said, that's on a medium heat, and we want to wait until that's completely brown all the way through. Now that that chicken has browned, in goes our taco spice mix. I'm also just going to fill that little packet up with a bit of water and just pour that over the top. In it goes. Alright, let's let that flavour settle in. That taco spice mix has evenly spread through. We're going to chuck in all of our red onion as well as our red capsicum and mix that through. Okay, now I've been stirring that through for about, I'd say 2 minutes. So the last little addition I'm going to add in is this tin of 4-bean mix. So in goes the 4-bean mix. We'll also stir that through nice and evenly. And that is just about done. Alright, so that's done. You can see there's a fair amount of food in that large electric fry pan, so I'm just going to pour that out and show you a couple of ways you can use it. Okay, so you can see here I've dished out that mixture into 4 decent sized Tupperware containers here. So some weeks I'll just chuck all 4 of those into the fridge and use them as lunch meals for the next few days for Jade and I. Other times I'll just chuck 2 in the fridge and 2 in the freezer, so that you know, if we're a bit short on time or something during the week, or we're running out of groceries, it's easy to just pull a couple of those out of the freezer and we've got dinner sorted for a couple of late nights that we might have. Alright, so why is this such a good meal? Well, you can see the 2 containers I've got here. It's either a good option if you want it in a Tupperware container. You can take it to work, chuck it in the microwave, heat it up. I've just dished that straight out into a bowl because I'm just having a late lunch here now. But in terms of the ingredients in there, we've got great protein from the lean chicken mince. Now I'll cycle that around and sometimes use beef mince, sometimes pork mince, sometimes turkey mince. So you know, feel free to just cycle that one particular ingredient around, because that might be enough to just keep that meal interesting for a long time. The flavouring that I threw in there today was taco spice mince, but like I said earlier, sometimes I do a chili spice mince. So, you know, that's again another way to just keep the variety in it, keep it interesting. The vegetables I got in there, I always aim for 2. I don't recommend overloading this with vegetables and kind of just making it quite bland if you do it that way. Just always try and keep things simple. I always aim for 2, no less, no more. In terms of the beans that I got in there, today it was red kidney beans. Other times, like I said, it's sorry, it was a 4-bean mix today, but sometimes it's kidney beans, sometimes it's cannellini beans. But the beans are a good source of fibre. They are a great healthy carbohydrate source, so they're excellent for boosting energy, but also fueling your workouts and also building muscles. So we've got vegetables, protein, carbohydrates in there. I cooked it in olive oil, which gives us a healthy fat source. That in itself is a great meal to eat by itself. If you do want to jazz it up a little bit, I'll show you a different way. Okay, so here's another way you can jazz this meal up a bit if you're not prepared to eat it plain Jane like it is. We can jazz it up with, what have I got, 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5 ingredients, and we're going to turn this into a burrito bowl. So here's how it looks. Just jazz that up there. I just grabbed a small handful of spinach there on the left. I just sort of shredded that up slightly with my hands. I've got 4 cherry tomatoes that I've sliced in half here. On the bottom section here, I've got about 1/4 of an avocado. This section here is probably just over a tablespoon of grated tasty cheese. And no, that is not sour cream. A much better alternative is Greek yogurt. So there's a great way that you can jazz this up, still making it healthy. Greek yogurt is a great source of protein. We've got extra vegetables in there. We've added some extra healthy fats with the avocado. If you really want to, just add a slight little bit of junk to it, go ahead and just add a couple of little corn chips if you want to. That's not going to, make this the most unhealthy meal in the world. It's obviously, the more you add in, the unhealthier it becomes, but you know what? Sometimes you got to treat yourself. Other times you got to rein it in. So there's a heap of options you can do with just those simple ingredients. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think.